Cheryl.
Hey.
She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried.
Hi, welcome. Let's see if we need to move the camera at all. Happy Tuesday. There we go. And move it up just a little bit. Did that do anything? Maybe? That looks better. Hi, love. I made some coffee in the Keurig and just something is not right. Just very sad. Watch out, Ridley. I don't know, yeah, we're gonna have to get some other kind of coffee thing. Because we're not having luck with any of them right now. And it could be the Dunkin' coffee too. I'll try to see if getting a different coffee makes it better, but alright, I realize I have the music so far down I can't hear it, so if an ad comes on, I won't know. Pour over coffee method. Yeah, I do want to try that. Coffee beanery. Yes, that also sounds good. Did I just spill my coffee? No, but it got really close when I shook my table. Yeah, I switched to a long sleeve shirt because it was kind of cold in here. I didn't check to see what the temperature was. But I'm sure once I start drinking this coffee, I'm gonna wish I didn't have it on. Love, I forgot to show you. My mom got the baby a onesie. It's for 9 to 12 months, but it's like a little teddy bear. It's so cute. I'll have to show you when you get home. We're gonna start on Umbreon first, just because that one usually goes by pretty fast, and I think I made a Leafeon last live. I know it wasn't a whole lot that I worked on for Leafeon, because it was almost done, but we'll do Leafeon first. I mean, we'll do Umbreon first since we did. And I need to make a Glaceon as well. We'll see if we get to that because I don't have anything cut yet for it.
Moments of this planet.
Oh, it's gonna be like that, is it?
Mr.
It's gonna be an ad kind of day. Just have to keep the mouse handy. Alright, I'm just doing finishing touches on the little pieces. And we can go ahead and pin them on the ears. At first I didn't think I had any Umbreon cut because when I checked the basket I have it labeled like black fabric and it was empty. But I must have was trying to consolidate some of them and move them around. Because this one was in with the... Well, it actually doesn't have a name on it. It's just by itself. Goodness. Hi, Tia, if you're there. I see that you messaged me. The vibrating is shaking the whole table. Let's see if we put it on that, if that's any better. I got to see some really cute golden retrievers today at my dentist. And one of them did not like that there was a kid, probably like 10 years old or whatever, in the corner with his like hood up. He was just like standing there. And one of the dogs did not like that. He was growling and was like, something is suspicious. Let me check on the eyes. Yep, no cavities. Tia's messaging me. It's like she has her own little chat. Nope, no cavities. We're all good. even though I didn't know until I was pregnant, of course, that you're at higher risk of getting like cavities and like gingivitis while you're pregnant. And it can also make you go into preterm labor, I guess, like early labor, if you have gingivitis. Like, it's really crazy. So yeah, not taking care of your teeth while you're pregnant can make you have a baby early. Probably earlier than you want. Not in like a good way early. I have the dogs locked in here, so Ridley is very sad that he can't go chase the cars. Because it's nasty out there, and your dad just mopped the floors, and they look so nice. I don't want you messing them up. Yeah. Yeah, no, you don't need to mess them up. No, go lie down. Go lie down. You're in the way. Look at your muddy back. No, get down. Off. Ridley, off. Thank you, buddy. I know you're just wanting some love. I wonder if I clip this on. That's gonna do the same thing again where I try to like pull my neck and nipples, the whole thing. That might work. These are my new overalls. I just got them at GalaxyCon Columbus. They really show off the baby bump. And these are a size medium and they're very big. I had to hem the bottoms and take up the straps a little bit, but they're very comfy. Let me see if I can look up the name. It was like Growing Up Gamer or something, or Growing Up Gamers. The only thing is there is a game called Growing Up. Shirts maybe? There's no tag in them. And there's no, like, they didn't give me a business card. It's something like that. Overalls. And I told myself that I would go back and write it on a piece of paper, but I did not. So I'll have to check the GalaxyCon list and see for their table and stuff. But they're very nice, and she said that they try to do another release every so often. And I was like, perfect, because I need some pregnancy overalls. Because my Sailor Moon ones are nice, but they're very thick, which will be nice for the winter. But they're also starting to get like worn. I just saw the first time I got them And it's been a good year, maybe 2 now. Good morning! Good morning, made by Chinky. How are you? How was your sleep? And oh, I got another pair of overalls, which I think I showed them off in one of my vlogs. They're just some that I got off Amazon that are lightweight, but they also were way too big, and I had to hem them. The only thing about the thin ones, which makes it cooler, is that even though they have pockets, you can't really put your phone in them because your phone is so heavy and it like weighs down. So even if I take it up, they just sag down. Bye, Tia. Have a good meeting. Tia was messaging me, if you're wondering why you can't see her chat. 3 a.m. here, haven't slept yet, still working on crafts. I was waiting on your live too. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. So like, it would benefit you more if I went live earlier, is what you're saying. I'm trying to figure out if I want to change my streaming. I haven't decided yet because I do like Tuesdays. It's very nice with conventions and stuff. I'm usually back by Tuesday, no matter what, and I haven't left for any conventions yet. But I've been thinking about switching to Fridays and going earlier because Joey's off on Fridays. And I usually don't work at the shop on Fridays because he's off. So I was thinking that I could start working at the shop all days but Friday, and then have, now that I'm getting kind of done with my convention, or I am done with my conventions for the year, and then Christmas orders will be done soon. And then that way I can get some more income from the shop and hopefully get some like sick time that I can use in the future for when the baby's here. But the only problem with that is if Joey and I go somewhere for the weekend or want to go somewhere like just on Friday, I wouldn't have a stream. And my videos go up on Friday. Nah. So I would have to change my videos. Probably instead of Friday, potentially to Tuesday, maybe like flip them around. So I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. If you will be able to watch more if it was on a Friday. Or if you guys like Tuesdays. Because I feel like I'm just now getting a consistent schedule and I don't want to stop doing lives. Like, I really like lives. I think they keep me productive when I'm making stuff too. And it's something that we could try for the new year, and if it doesn't work, we can go back. My sewing machine has started making this noise. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It kind of sounds like metal scraping against metal, which makes sense. And I took it apart and I cleaned it. And I did like bend a needle. I didn't break a needle when it started doing it, but I took it all apart and I cleaned it and I oiled it and couldn't find anywhere, because I was gonna like shave some parts down if it was like a metal piece or something that was rubbing, but I couldn't find anything. I did get a new bobbin casing though, finally, for my embroidery machine. So that's something that I want to try hopefully this week, but again, Christmas orders have to go out by next Wednesday to get in time for Christmas. And I think we have like 17 open orders right now. Luckily, it's not like it's 17 appas or anything. It's a lot of Lethal Company. And then I know that there's a Saki and Riku, and then there's just a Saki. There's one regular appa. And there's a Momo. So they'll take a little longer, but if I try not to make like 3 Momos in one day or something, I'll be okay. If I just have to do 1 Momo, I usually forget how like fast it can kind of go by. Joey and I put up our Christmas tree last night. And
my car insurance, so I saved hundreds.
he baked cookies and I finished decorating the tree. And then we watched a Christmas movie. We watched Violent Night that has Hopper from Stranger Things in it. It was okay. I don't think I would watch it again. It was just one of those movies. But I thought it would be fun to do one that we hadn't seen yet. Like start off Christmas movies with a new movie. And I want to get more Pokemon ornaments for our Christmas tree. In the future. It doesn't have to be for this Christmas, but... Oops, sorry. We have a Piplup ornament that I got. I think we got 2 years ago, maybe. From the Pokemon Center. I think it was from when we ordered so much. Or maybe Joey just ordered it. But I know the one this year was Fuecoco with Coco, I think. And it was so cute. So stinking cute. And someone was telling me that the Pokemon Center has a lot of really good baby nursery stuff. But I feel like I looked, unless it's baby nursery and not, they don't have like sheets, because I really wanted some crib sheets. And I don't remember seeing crib sheets. Because what I was going to do is just get some Pokemon sheets. and like for like a twin bed, and then sew them and make them fit a crib. That's my plan. I've been stressing with my machine for a couple months because it will just turn on but will not run. When I eventually decided to open the whole thing up and do some cleaning and oiling as well, I was able to make it run and I was proud of myself. But then I thought, what if my 1-year-old just pushed a lever for winding bobbins and that was why it was not running in the first place? Toddlers, really. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because it won't do anything. It'll just like, it'll make noise. Or at least mine will kind of make a noise, but it won't go. Oh my gosh. That's like one of those. One time I was having problems with my machine, and I can't even blame it on like a kid or anything. It was just me. But I don't think I had something plugged in all the way, maybe? I don't know. It was something really stupid, and I'm like, are you serious? Or maybe I didn't put something back in the right spot. It was free with the purchase. Yeah, the Piplup and the Fuecoco, right? Like if you... Or just the Piplup one that you got. That's how they get you. Because I'm like, I'll get a Fuecoco ornament. But were they sold out? That would have cost me plenty of money if I had it fixed. Yeah. I think I've told this before, but one time I took this sewing machine that I've had for years in for a cleaning. All it needed was oiling, and I'd never oiled it before, and I'd had it for like a year by then. So it was my own fault. But I asked the lady how much it was going to be, because I think, thought it was like a timing issue. From the way that I described it, because the bobbin was like bunching up. And she told me it was going to be like $400 to fix it. And I was like, ma'am, you heard what machine I have, right? That machine cost me like $400. And so I just left. Thankfully I hadn't taken my machine in or anything. I was just stopping by to get like a quote or like a general idea. But if this bobbin casing that I got doesn't fix my other embroidery machine problem, I might have to take it to get looked at and see how much it's gonna cost. Because I paid $300 for it on Facebook Marketplace, and I was able to fix it, and it's still kind of having the same problem. But I did all my troubleshooting I usually do to fix it, and it hasn't worked. So I'm gonna replace the little bobbin casing and see if that works. Because I think maybe I've just twisted it and tightened it or loosened it too much, and it's just not really doing anything now. Okay, so they do offer, that's for both. They offer an ornament. Good. I might see if they still have it. Yeah, my cousin got the baby, some little baby books. And they're so cute. Pokemon themed baby books. So I know that they have baby stuff. I just don't know if they have like baby for the nursery. Other than like a mobile. I don't want a mobile for the baby. I talked to a family at GalaxyCon that was also selling, and I saw that they had like a baby. Probably wasn't much older than 9 months. I don't think that they were a year yet, or they could have been a year, because they were like walking but not like running, you know. And I asked them if they had any tips and like what kind of brand, you know, pack and play that they had or that they recommended for traveling. And they gave me lots of nice tips, which is very helpful. I took notes. And I did film for GalaxyCon. I'm trying to decide if I want the GalaxyCon video to go up on Friday, or if I'm going to do like a Christmas tutorial or something for Friday instead. Because if I wait and do it next Friday, it's gonna be really last minute if it's like specifically a Christmas themed thing. That's even if I do a Christmas themed video. I do have some ideas for some tip videos though. Like I want to do one that's like different ways you can use a ladder stitch. I also want to do one about Artist Alley, like convention bag. And Artist Alley, like money bag. I always do this where I push it back and then I just leave it back there and it's gets further and further out of my reach. I wish there was a way to see how much time was left on this mic, because I charged it right before I went live. But I know I didn't get a full charge. But I think I plugged this one up because last time it died and I was using the other one, so I think it'll be fully charged. GalaxyCon was good. We rebooked for next year too, because I don't really have another December one, and I don't think I know that there's other December conventions, like Anime Week in Atlanta's in December now, and Holiday Matsuri, which is in Florida, is in December. But this one is, of course, closer than both of those. And I feel like we'll just wait for another time to do those because of the baby. We'll stick to one a little closer to home. I'm still debating on an October convention though, so if you guys have any recommendations for October conventions, I'm considering Anime Inc. again, but I've done that one 3 times in a row now, so that would be 4 times in a row. And I think I barely made more this time than I did the very first year I did Anime Inc. And I had a bigger setup. So if I do, I'll definitely be splitting. But there is another... Oh, I was considering doing WasabiCon. I know it's kind of got a lot of going on and they did some stuff. Not necessarily with their Florida one, but with another one. They did some sketchy stuff, but with the Florida one, with the hurricane that came through, that was when the WasabiCon was supposed to be, and they ended up moving it to Thanksgiving weekend, which I know a lot of people were not happy about, and I wouldn't have been happy about if I was selling there. And then I know DreamHack Atlanta, but I haven't heard good things about that one. But October does have the potential for a lot of fall, like, festival things. It's just sad that Anime Weekend is not in October anymore, because that was a really good October one. Also, MatsuriCon applications are open. That one is in Columbus, Ohio. It's 50-50. Fan art rule. And it is lottery. So I believe they judge your portfolio first and then put you in a lottery and pull. So if they see that you don't have any original art, then they won't put you in the lottery, is what I'm assuming. But if you guys are interested, that one's in Columbus. I haven't applied yet, but no worries. It's not first come, first serve, so you can apply until December 16th, I think. So I'm considering doing that one. Or, well, I'm going to apply for it. It's in August, I believe. And I'll do it if I get in, but... I also try not to do too many in one specific, like, state or area. So, I have GalaxyCon Columbus, which is in December. MatsuriCon, also in Columbus. So, that's probably the extent of Ohio conventions for sure, but I also had some people that were from, I don't know if they were from Kentucky, but they did go to the Lexington Comic-Con convention, who also went to Columbus because it's very close. So something to keep in mind. I think it's good to rotate conventions, especially like me, if you can only do one a month. Or like every other month even. You kind of have to pick and choose. And sometimes it's better to go with the one that you haven't done before, because lots of the attendees are going to be new to seeing your products. Unless it's something like MegaCon, and maybe even GalaxyCon too could get by with this, but there's a lot of people and a lot of different artists, so you're not getting kind of trapped. Because in a big convention like that, odds are the people that were there last year might have not saw you last year, and then they see you this year. But if it's a smaller convention that only has, like, 20 artists, and you've been there every single year, then unless you rotate your inventory and have new stuff for your inventory, I think it kind of limits your sales. That's something Bethany and I were talking about this weekend too at GalaxyCon. But right now for next year, I'm pretty spaced out on conventions. Of course, we're waiting to hear back from OMGCon, which would be in June. So that would be the only time that I kind of had some close together, because Fanboy Knoxville is in July. It's not the beginning of July. But I think it's mid-July. I do want to watch that new Christmas movie with Lindsay Lohan in it. I think it's on Netflix. I want to watch that one sometime. Joey signed us up for this family Steam thing so that we can like share games, as long as like the other person's not playing a specific game that the other one has. So now I have access to even more games that I want to play, because he has The Last of Us, and I do want to play that one. But I still have the Frank Stone one. I still am into League of Legends. I really thought that I brought 2 Poros, and the first thing I sold was a Poro to another vendor at GalaxyCon. And I really thought that the other one was going to sell pretty fast, because there was a couple people that looked at it. And then I just started thinking of all the League of Legends stuff I can make. Because I do get a lot of requests to do stuff for League of Legends, like the Star Guardians, pets and stuff, and TFT. But I usually just tell them, like, I'll add it to a list, that I'm not taking, like, custom orders right now. But I'm just like, oh, all this stuff. Because my Saki and Riku sell really good online. And then I used to make Toa, which is a frog. I think it was Nico's Star Guardian. That one did really well too. It was just so complicated. Do they allow kids in booths? I think some of them are okay with it. I do know lots of bigger conventions. I don't know if it's necessarily MegaCon, but I have been at one before that was like, we do not allow, like, once the hall closes, you should have nobody under the age of, I think, 18 at your booth, and that's for more of a safety concern, for like load out and load in. But I think it depends on the conventions. But usually, yeah, artists bring their kids and they sit with them and hang out, or like the other parent walks around with them or whatever. Machine sounding scary for me. My machine or your machine? Because, yeah, I was just talking to my machine. It's got like a little clicky sound. But I tried to clean it and it's not working. I do want to upgrade to a new machine too soon, but I'm kind of waiting. One, because I think we're finally getting caught up on money and bills, and I don't want to drop a whole lot of money when we're finally getting caught up. Because if I did, instead of getting a new sewing machine, I would probably get a new embroidery machine, hopefully bigger, and use this other. I have an SE 1900 that does sewing and embroidery, and I'd probably use that as my sewing machine. And I would get like a really nice big, mine, yeah. Yeah, especially going through the layers, it can start getting a little crazy. Yeah, I don't want to... I want to get a big embroidery machine so I can do, like, shirts. And just bigger scale embroidery, too. But that is... I'm thinking minimum $3,000 for one that I want. And potentially maximum $10,000. So, not in the cards right now. Especially with the baby on the way, we don't want to spend too much money, even though this is the time where, thankfully, like, I have some of my bigger conventions. GalaxyCon was pretty good. And then Christmas orders, of course. Halloween orders were good. And then we'll have MegaCon and hopefully Lexington Comic Con to hold us over while I am on maternity leave, basically. I'm gonna try to pull... Nope. That's gonna just... I was trying to put it up here, further away from the machine, but it's just gonna rub on the strap. Because last March I purchased a gaming PC and that was my big purchase of 2024, I guess, basically. And my plan, of course, before I buy like a new one, I'll probably look online on Facebook Marketplace or something like that and see if anyone has one that they're wanting to get rid of. I just have to make sure it works with my hatch embroidery, which I don't think that would be a problem. Because technically the embroidery software should work for any machine. It just depends on what file I save it as. Since all these hats are they're shipping out together to the same place, I'll probably wait to finish the eyes. That way I can hot glue all the eyes on at once. And then sew them on. Yeah, what is it? I don't know where you guys are going. You can't go outside. You can't go outside. It's nasty. No. No. Can't. You have to stay inside. No. You look so goofy, Widows. I had somebody ask me about my has-been embroidery files, so I do think I want to look into doing that. And listing it for sale on my website and Etsy potentially. I have 4 Lethal Company guys over here. This is what I worked on yesterday. Was these little guys. Because one of my orders that I shipped out yesterday had 3. Like someone bought 3 of them. So I was like, well, might as well just kind of spend all day making them. I feel like I worked on something else. I mean, I shipped out orders that I had that could go out, like beanies and link hats. And then I cut out Leafeon, but yeah, I guess it was mostly just Lethal Company guys. Right, there's one ear. The other thing about these overalls is there is a zipper in the back. I don't know if you guys can see. Ooh, it's like right here. Which I don't love. Because I can't put anything in there. I can have somebody else put something in there, I guess. But you would think it'd be better. When I first saw it, I thought it went in the front. But the lady that I bought, when I was buying it, she was wearing this exact overalls, and she had the zipper in the back. So, I mean, and this is a very low neckline. But, I mean, I guess I could try to flip it around and see if I could wear it in the front, too. It's very small, so the only thing I could really put in there is maybe, like, money, or I would probably honestly put my key fob in there. But I did think that was interesting. So I'll have to try it on and flip it around. Wait, no, that won't work either because the pockets would then be in the back. And they're not really like, they're not like butt pockets. So yeah, I don't know why. And I thought about asking her, but I was like, no. It's not a deal breaker for me. I'm just glad it has front pockets. If it didn't have any pockets, I wouldn't have got it. Because that's one reason why I choose sweats over leggings, is because they usually have pockets and leggings don't. All right. Now I can put the ears in Umbreon. I always like to look to see which way, if these feel like they face a certain way. Usually they don't, but sometimes they might have a slight curve, and I'm like, okay, we'll put the curve towards the middle. That looks good. And I played a little bit of the new season of Fortnite, and I don't love it, honestly. They apparently also have the OG Fortnite season, and Joey played one game of it, and he said that it is, like, kind of harsh. Like, all real people for the most part, no bots, whereas, like, sometimes in the other games you can get some bots and feel good about yourself a little bit. He said not in the OG season though, so don't know how I feel about that. And also they took away the ready up button, which makes no sense to me. Because in my opinion, if you prevent me from going straight into another game, then odds are I might walk away. Like, that was my last game, potentially. If I have to go back to the lobby and ready up again, that causes more of a oh, you know what? I actually am going to use the bathroom. Or, oh, you know what? I'm going to grab a snack. And then I might not come back. So I would like to know their reasoning behind it. If it's just to clear up lobbies. But then again, I don't feel like they're ever hurting for people. Unless it, again, goes hand in hand with, like, bots versus real people. And they're trying to make sure they have more real people playing and less bots. They changed it. There are bots now, but I played more than one game. We'll have to play it tonight and check it out. Because, I mean, I am curious to see OG Fortnite. Because I never played it. But yeah, with the new season, though, not the OG season, there's nothing that makes me want to play. There's no maps that I love. There's no guns that I love. No items. The little creature things are kind of cute. Little squishy guys. But, you know, if I'm here for little squishy cute things, I don't play Fortnite. I'll play one of my other games. Check those seams. I would like to do a live, it would probably be on Instagram or something, where I post everything that I have left after conventions and, like, they're up for sale and then you guys can get in time for Christmas. But that's kind of going to depend on, I guess, how much time I have after Christmas orders. Right now, I might be pushing it to get some orders out on time. We shall see. I did pretty much close off all the bigger item purchases, unless I get some random ones on my website. I only have one, like, Evolution hat in stock, and I think it's Jolteon. Only one Splatoon hat in stock. So I kind of just limited it. Instead of, like, taking down my whole listing or putting my shop in vacation mode, I just made it very scarce of what I have in stock. But the last few people that have ordered, I've messaged them to double check if they need it by Christmas or want it by Christmas. I have yet to hear back from any of the people that, you know, mentioned to me about wholesale. But oh well, I reached out to one of them twice over the course of probably 5 months. So I probably won't message them anymore. And then I've only reached out to one once. But it was weird that, you know, the guy kind of reached out to me or mentioned to me first about doing like a wholesale type thing. And so then I reached out to him and I haven't heard anything. So, or well, someone did get back to me and they said like so and so, whatever his name is, should be in contact with you soon, if not already. But yeah, no, haven't heard anything. So I'll wait a little. Probably after the holidays. And then there's one more that is kind of down the road that I've just kind of been avoiding checking on. But I should, since it's right down the road. Because that one honestly would be ideal since it's not that far away. Alright, so here's the Umbreon is done. And we'll set it over there. And we can move on to Espeon. I mean, not Espeon, Leafeon. And I do want to... I'm going to sew up these eyes. While I have the other ones to sew up too. I only have a little bit of white felt left. Let's see if this is enough. I want to do another stream where I just make a lot of new hats, and I want one of them to be Mothman. I've been thinking about a Mothman hat for a while now. And I like always have black fabric, so it's not a problem. I just haven't taken the time. To make one, and it'd be pretty simple. And then I want to see if Bethany wants to do another live sometime on Twitch together. It wouldn't be this Thursday, I don't think, because I'm gonna have to work all day at the shop. But maybe next Thursday. And when she gets her new PC that she's getting for Christmas, we can do some gaming streams.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO. Liftoff of mission 41B, the first flight of the orbiter Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. 3, 2, 1, 0, 0.
Have you all been as into Dawn to Dawn as Joey and I am? I feel like usually we miss the hype animes. Like we never watched Jujutsu Kaisen or... I mean, we kind of got into Dungeon Meshi. We liked it. It's good. But we definitely wasn't on it as much as like this one. I can drink energy drinks again. I mean, technically, I guess. Since your kidneys aren't actually bad, or as bad as they say. But maybe we limit it to 1 a week? Because, I mean, I'm not going to say that I wouldn't be drinking energy drinks if I could right now. But that doesn't mean we should drink them often. Because I also feel like they don't have as much of an effect if you do. I wanted to watch it, you didn't. LOL. For Dungeon Meshi. I know. It's usually me. 1 an hour energy drinks? No. 1 a week, I think, is a good place to start. And then maybe we can do some kind of compromise where for every like 1 you drink, you have to drink so many bottles of water or something. Unless it's on like long car rides, like when we have to drive, then I think you could have 2 in a day. But you don't want the effects to go away. I don't want to drink this coffee, but I like want to stay awake. I want to be alert. When I see someone drinking a Red Bull, I'm like, I like really observe them more than I probably should. It's mostly me trying to figure out what flavor they're drinking. But I don't know, I got out of Red Bulls for a little bit because I got sick one time and then threw one up. TMI, but So then I got really into Celsius, which I do like. I like the tea one. Do you guys hear my machine? Like, it sounds like I'm rubbing like two metal knives together or something. And the thing is, that's like my least favorite sound in the world. Like, I do not like metal, scraping metal. But I mean, it works fine. It's running fine. It's doing what it's supposed to do. That's the thing. Okay, let me make sure I think I've got my colors right for Leafeon, but then I'm like, oh, let me make sure its eyeballs are white. Yeah, they are. Yeah, so ship out tomorrow. I have to ship out these 3 hats and then 2 of the Lethal Company guys. And then Thursday, I have to ship out a keychain Lethal Company, a Squeakoid, and a Lethal Company guy. And then Friday, we have an Appa that needs to ship out, and it's a regular size Appa. So that's the only one that's going to be a struggle since I'm supposed to work all day Thursday and Friday. But as long as I don't have to go in and work tomorrow, I should be okay, but we'll see. I took my embroidery machine with me to GalaxyCon and set it up in the hotel room. And Saturday night I think I made 4 or 5 more Lethal Company guys. And it was worth it because I did end up selling 2 more of the ones that I made, but also it gives me a jump start on all these that need to go out. My brother did ask me this morning if I wanted a boba tea, which is not really a boba tea technically. It's peach tea, like it's sweet tea with peach flavoring and then boba. So, I mean, I guess it technically, if it's got boba in it, it's boba tea, but it doesn't have like green tea or something is what I usually associate it with. I don't even know for sweet tea if it really has, does tea really have energy in it for the sweet tea kind? Usually like green tea and like black tea, but like how much? I'm trying to think of what to talk about because I don't want to talk about too much of GalaxyCon because that's going to be in the vlog. For anyone that puts up a Christmas tree, do you guys have a favorite Christmas ornament or like tree ornament? I was just asking Joey about this last night, and I was telling him that I feel like our baby will have a favorite ornament that she'll always like want to put on the tree, because I always have a favorite ornament, but he didn't have a favorite ornament, so I don't know, I guess it depends. We'll see which one she leans more towards. But I also feel like if we're like, this is our favorite ornament, then she's gonna be like, oh yeah, well this one's my favorite ornament. And I know some people do the Christmas pickle, the one where they hide the pickle ornament on the Christmas tree, and then whoever finds it first gets to, I think usually gets to open the first present. I only had one Vaporeon hat for GalaxyCon. And I have my hats displayed like behind me just for room's sake. And I had a little bit of extra room on my table by like Saturday afternoon. So I moved my Vaporeon hat to the front of my table on like a little hat stand. And then I put a sticker that said last one. Because I was telling Bethany, I was like, I was trying to meet the goal of like 2,000. So I was like, we gotta start moving product. We gotta start putting last one signs on things. I mean, only if it's true. I didn't put like last one on something that I still had like 4 of. And then not even like 20 minutes after I did that, a mom and like their kid, I would say like teenage kid, came by and was looking at it, and he was like, oh, really like that Vaporeon hat. And the mom was like, it is the last one. He's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna get it. So keep that in mind if you guys ever are trying to move. You know, I think it's always good to put last one signs if you can. If you have things that are the last one. Like, of course, don't lie, but I think it does kind of make people make that jump if they're kind of debating. Gives them that little extra push. I guess I could make hot chocolate if I wanted a warm drink. It just wouldn't give me the caffeine, but it would keep me warm. And I guess giving me the, would it be dopamine? The like, or serotonin, one of those that makes me happy. I'll wait and make one when I have to go to the bathroom because I'm sure I will in a little bit. I was sitting in the dentist chair and like I had to like lay back, of course, so they could clean my teeth, and the way that I was positioned, I was like, if this baby kicks me, I'm gonna pee on myself. But thankfully it wasn't anything too... She did kick me, but it wasn't aggressively. Need to go over a few of these corners. I tried out our air duster, if you guys saw it in the vlog, and it works pretty good. And it's just so much cheaper than buying like several cans of air, because I think a 2-pack of can air is like $13 to $18. And like this air duster was, I think, like 25, maybe closer to 30, but it's rechargeable. Those hoodies look cool. I was wondering if you might have a version of Sableye Pokemon, or are they Pokemon scarves? So they're actually called Scooties, which is scarf and hoodie. And I have not done a Sableye one. I do take custom orders as long as it's not too complicated, and I don't think Sableye would be too complicated. Yeah, I think if you saw the thumbnail, that's what they look like. Or here's what Umbreon. It doesn't have the eyes yet, but yeah, here's what they look like. So you can wear it as a hoodie, and then you can also use these as like scarves, or they also have pockets in the bottom to hold your phone or keep your hands warm. Very nice this time of year if you're somewhere cold. But yeah, welcome Good Vibe Trades. Welcome to the live. Good question. Yeah, sometimes I say the word Scooty and people are like, what was that? So I usually just call them hoodies, but the name that was made up for them is Scooties, which I always thought was funny. Would love to make a custom order Sableye. Yeah, definitely. Shoot me a message. I have all the socials. I'm more active on Instagram, but also my email is linearoundsewing@gmail.com. So if email works better. And then I do have a website too, so that also has like a messaging system. That's not as cool of a way to message me because it is literally, they make it look fancy, but it's just email. They make it try to sound like, oh my gosh, look, you can message them directly, but nah, it's just an email. Awesome, thanks. I'll be sure to reach out. Yeah. Yeah, I think I also have a perfect purple that would work for Sableye. Because isn't Sableye purple? That's what I always thought. But I know that there was... Joey was telling me, like, one time he was like, what color is Sableye? I think that was the one. And is that the one that they, like, changed the color in the old... Or the old game, it used to be one color, and then they changed it? Those eyes would be really fun to make. Yeah, yep. You can see my logo. He is purple. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I can kind of see. He's got like a hat on in your logo. Oops, I turned myself up on my phone. Yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be really fun to do those eyes and kind of make them like 3D, like the gems. I'll be reaching out though, for sure. Joey said no, that was Gligar. Oh, okay, Gligar's the one I'm thinking of that you were telling me. Anyways, how's the stream going? It's going good. We're working on Leafeon right now for a Christmas order. This person ordered a Leafeon, a Glaceon, and an Umbreon hat. And they've got to go out tomorrow, so we are trucking along. How are you? Your name is Good Vibe Trades. Do you trade Pokemon? Trade Pokemon cards? Do you... that's about all I got. Trades. Because my first thought was some kind of like maybe gaming shop called Good Vibe Trades. But now that I know your logo is Sableye, I'm like, oh, it could be Pokemon specific trades or cards. Speaking of, Joey, have you looked at an update for your Pokemon cards? When they'll be shipped back to us? I keep hearing a fan in the other room, and it's my desktop. Which is a fan, technically. There are several fans in there, but that thing does sound like an airplane. In a good way, though. It doesn't have any trouble running, thankfully. They're still being shipped. Okay. I think he said, or when I did the math, it was like 2 months, right? 2 up to 3 months. You're probably going to get a lot of Evolution sales starting next year, at the beginning of next year, when that new Prismative set comes out. Ooh, is it like, I haven't heard about it yet. Is it a new card, like the cards? I'll have to look it up. I always love Evolutions. And I will always take Evolution sales. Cards? Oh, okay. Perfect. I might have to collect them too. Yeah, I haven't heard about that. I'll have to like look it up. I did a quick Google and I didn't see. But I could have spelled it wrong too because I just typed it really fast. That would be great. I will prepare because I have MegaCon Orlando at the beginning of next year, so I will make sure to prep a lot of Evolutions. One of the first sets where all EVs are going to be in one set with a chance of a God Pack too. Nice. I have that the trading card opener, the booster pack Pokemon game that is popular right now. Yesterday, I opened a card pack that had I said it out loud to Joey. It was like 2. I could probably, I don't know if I can still look it up. But an example, I think it was 2 ponytas. And then it was like an evolution. So it was like, oh man. Maybe it was Ponyta, Rapidash, 2 Doduos, and a Krabby or something. I don't know. It was awful. It was the worst that I ever pulled. Hi, Ridley. What's up? What's up, baby? You can't go outside because it is raining, okay? It is raining outside. You can't go. No, don't punch the mic. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, no, you broke it. Go. What do you have to say? That's what I thought. Go. TCG Pocket, yeah. Okay, the set is called Prismatic Evolutions. Alright. Awesome, I'll have to look into it. Yeah, I was very disappointed. My ears, I'm so sorry. Blame it on your dog. It was his fault. But also it's my fault because I talked to him in a baby voice, so he got excited. And the other dog is Stinky. I smell you, Daisy. Stinky. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check out this set because I love evolutions, but also I don't know if it's gonna be like a whole big, like where you buy the booster box and then you can like collect. They give you like the little map that has the collect all. But I've been wanting to attempt to collect all of one, you know, box set before. I know it's expensive. I know it's hard. Not saying that I have to complete it. It would just be a fun goal. And that one would be fun to do. Because, you know, with evolutions, they always have monetary value, I think. Spin Mad Cash. I will. Watch me. I'll spend the $50 I make on the hats to buy a $50 box set. Hey, but if I make it for content, 2 birds, 1 stone. I did for Generations and still missed some. But you pulled some good ones for Generations. Right? Isn't that the ones that we just turned in for PSA grading? Yeah, but I need Gengar to finish. To finish the main ones. It's not the box art, but the big cards. The one that has like little Japanese writing. At least I think that's what it is. It's what it looked like to me. Set not including reverse hollows and hollows. Yeah, I know it would be a lot, but I think that would be the perfect one to try. And thinking financially, I think it would have a good return on investment. I'm always down for Pokemon cards. Hey, maybe that's the one too that we get one and we don't open it. Like we keep one that we don't open for years. We'd have to put that thing in like a security box with like a lock box, but at the bank, so that we wouldn't have it to be tempted. But that probably would be a good one to do that with too. A case to keep it from getting damaged. Yeah, we would put it in a nice case, and then we would also put it in a bank so that we can't get to it. And then that's our retirement or our kids' college fund. My Animal Crossing did decently at GalaxyCon Columbus. I had 2 bell bags and 2 fossils, and a little fossil for $5, and I sold all of them. So I think that is something that I want to bring back, to just keep a little in stock, like on the table, if I ever need to fill space, because I do think it's good. And I can do them on the embroidery machine now, so it doesn't take as much time for like cutting. Because I did have them priced up to $15. But I still sold them at $15, but I did notice that they don't sell as well at $15. So that's why I like the idea of keeping them at $10, but having it on my embroidery machine like do the grunt work. not saying that I need to bring like 10 bell bags to every convention. But 2 or 3 probably wouldn't be bad to have. I have to see. I took some to MegaCon. I think I took like 10 to MegaCon, and I definitely didn't sell that many. I think I sold 1. Yeah, I was thinking about we have a water spot in our ceiling that has kind of shown up in my sewing room. It's over there. Luckily, there's nothing like important over there under it, but we were thinking about moving my gaming PC in here soon. And if we did, it would probably go over there in that area. So I think we'll wait a little bit before we do that and get it checked out and make sure, or get it fixed if it's the roof leaking. Wait, I forgot Joey made lemonade. I could drink the lemonade instead of hot chocolate. Then I could save the hot chocolate for tonight. Yeah, he made homemade lemonade, which is even more exciting. I want to do some Christmas crafts. I don't know if I'll do them on the live, but I've been saving these coffee creamer bottles, like the Delight ones. And I saw it's probably like a Pinterest thing of like turning them into like, I think snowman. And I really want to do that, but I don't know if I want to do it like I did with the dogs, where I painted them on the live. I could. It would be cute. A cute little live thing to do. I'll have to see if I can find that picture again. Let's check this for any of the bobbin. I don't want to clean it again because I just cleaned it and I don't think that's the problem. But I might have to inspect it sometime later. Or just take it in, honestly, when I take my other one in. Might just take it in to get it cleaned anyways. I just wonder if they do like they do with cars, where they will look at it and figure out what's wrong with it, and then I can pay them for their services, and then I can decide if I want to pay to fix it. Oh, I went to the dentist today, and I do like my dentist. And I like most of the, or I think all the ones that I've had. I liked the dental hygienist, the ones that like clean your teeth. But this girl that I had today, luckily, she was really fast. But the way that she was like on my lower jaw, like pushing, like to clean it, it's like she was putting all of her weight into it, and my jaw was like hurting so bad. And it wasn't even for a long time. That's why I knew it had to be from her pushing down so hard. And I was like, if she keeps doing this for another like 30 seconds, I'm gonna have to tell her like I need a minute. Because I've never had that happen before. I've had people that like hurt me because they like scrape my gums or just keep picking at this one spot or whatever. But that's the first time where I had someone that was like their whole pressure. But I never say anything because I don't like, it's like, you know, once every 6 months, and odds are I might not get that person again. So why take the time? Other than maybe it would make a difference for the next person. I don't know. But I don't want to be the bad guy. Earlier, I was worried like the mail wasn't gonna run today. I was like, is it a holiday? But then I remembered I went to the post office today, so I know that they're open. But it was almost like 1 o'clock. And I mean, I haven't seen if they have came to get it yet. But I was like, it's a little late. Oh. Dogs are barking at something. That's probably the school bus though. I have to stuff these ears and then I can put them in the hat. And then I have to do Leafeon's little leaf. And then we can move on to Glaceon. Which thing with Glaceon is I don't have anything really cut out yet. So you guys will have to bear with me for a few minutes while I go over to the cutting desk when I get there. I need to make a list of things that I want to get listed on my shop. One of them is Mimikyu, because that is a very popular one at conventions. And I want to make it where it's like made on demand like the other ones. And then all the ponies, honestly. I want to add the My Little Pony hats. Mothman and Latios and Latios. Because Latios and Latios were my most popular for like a while when I first started making them. First started making hats in like 2013, 2014. So maybe I can make it a goal to list one new item a week. More if I'm lucky, but we'll start with just a week. And then that'll also help me build inventory for MegaCon, because I'll just set those aside when I make them and put them into MegaCon merch. Ridley. None of that, thank you. No, thank you. Hi Justin, what are you making? We are making a Leafeon hat right now. That's called a Scooty, like a scarf hoodie. Here is what the Umbreon one looks like. And then we just have to put the eyes and the circle on the top of the head. But we're waiting until we finish. Sorry, I hit my mic. We're waiting until we finish Leafeon and Glaceon too, because they're all going out in the same order. That's a big stretch over and over. Yeah. It was a big stretch. Hi, Ridley. No. I don't need your help, thank you. Leafeon hat, nice. Yeah. Thank you. We are catching up on Christmas orders right now after being at GalaxyCon Columbus. We're almost done with the Leafeon one too. Just need to finish up these ears. Busy time, but lots of happy customers. Good luck on your orders. Thank you. Yep, this and Halloween is like the busiest time for online orders, I should say. For Halloween and Christmas. And then like in-person sales and stuff is definitely like February, March. Those are my biggest conventions that I have. So it would be nice if it was a little bit more spaced out. It'd be nice if it wasn't like end of the year, beginning of the year. If I could pick, I would do middle of the year and end of the year, but I'll take what we can get. Just glad that people like my stuff and we stay busy. I see your message, Tia. Does that mean you're back? All right, we're gonna sew up Leafeon's little leaf thing. And I always forget which direction it goes, so I'll have to look at the picture. But I think it's like a question mark. I think it goes the same direction as a question mark. I used to have a big poster of Evolutions, but when we moved here, it was already kind of damaged, so I just threw it away, but I need to get another one to hang up. Let me double check. Yeah. Because then what I do is I cut a hole in the back so that I can turn it inside out from this hole. And then I don't have to sew anything up. I don't have to like hand stitch anything. Other than when I hand stitch it onto the hat. I always want to sit really close to my machine, but I'm going to try to spare your ears since my machine's kind of being a little bit extra than normal. All right, let's trim the edges. Actually, I might need to go over one of these spots with the thread bunched up. Tia messaged me and said, "How long are you live for?" I'll be live for another hour and a half, probably. I usually get off around 6 Eastern time. That's the plan, at least. Couldn't work that late. I'm out the door by 4. Well, luckily I get to make my own hours. So. Oberdy Doberdy, Tia is talking to me. You wanna come say hi to Tia? He's behind this bag of stuffing. I don't think you can see it. You can kind of see. You can see his paws. No, there's Ridley. And Daisy's behind me, so I can't scoot back. But if I move that bag of stuffing, he'll get scared and run away. He's just side-eyeing me. Like, what are you talking about? Tia. Where's Tia? You saw a tail. Okay, so here's the little leaf question mark thing. And now we can turn these inside out and attach the ears. So once I get this sewn up, I'll probably run to the bathroom. I'll get lemonade. And then I'll start cutting on Glaceon. see how this looks. Looks good. I think I'm going to move it over just a little bit. Oh, there they all go. Yeah, I think that looks good. Oh well, I have to change the thread back from green. I forgot I should have done this first before I changed it to green. It's okay. This anti-pill fleece is so thick, so it's so hard. Like, my machine does not like sewing through this many layers. And then I need the longer, like, pins to hold it. Alright, now let's change this back to white thread. I doubt I'll have any time on the live to do it, but when I get off the live, I might try to troubleshoot my embroidery machine. Might have already said that. Sometimes I think about what I'm gonna say, but I don't say it out loud because I'm like, you know, that's me talking about what I'm gonna do after the stream. So this is where my machine will get obnoxious. I apologize. Might even break a needle. Hopefully we don't. Okay, that was the hardest part on this side. But I need to do another run of it to make sure it caught everything. So now we go backwards. And that's one half of it, and now we do the other half. I should probably wear safety glasses for this, but I just, for this one part at least, because it gets so thick. All right, now I put the two sides together, and they will make a hole. In like 2021, I think it was, I made a challenge for myself to do a new pattern every month. I don't want to go back to doing that, but making a new hat every month I think would be fun. Because that's a little bit easier than like a whole new like plushy pattern or something. And I already have a list of hats that I want to make, so that would kind of go hand in hand. But I'm not trying to set any like really big high goals because of the baby next year. Trying to keep it as simple and easy as possible. My machine beeping at me and the dogs running both scared me. My machine is beeping because the bobbin's almost out, but also I'm like, almost at the end, you can do it. it. Even though I might need to go over it again. See, this is why I want to get a new sewing machine that can handle like thicker fabric, because it would save me a little bit of time. The biggest time saver would be when I have to do satin stitches. I do that for my Sylveon hats around the eyes, and it looks really good. But on this machine, it takes forever because it doesn't always catch. But maybe next time I do Sylveon hats, I'll do it on this machine and see if it does better. Alright, sorry, I'm winding my bobbin. Alright, so let's check the seams. Oh, I just got an approved credit card charge for GalaxyCon Columbus for next year. I kind of forgot that that wasn't automatically approved, but it is now. I'll be at GalaxyCon Columbus next year, next December. What brand of embroidery machine do you recommend for beginners? I really love Brother in general. That's the only embroidery machine I really worked with. This one that I have right here is embroidery sewing. It's an SE 400. And this wasn't my first sewing machine, but it was like, I've had it. This is my second sewing machine, and I've had it for like 13 years now. And I do recommend this. For the SE 400 though, you can only do a 4x4 hoop. So it's a very small area of embroidery. Next that I would recommend that I've actually worked with would be the PE 800, I believe. That one's going to be a little bit more expensive, but you can do a 5x7 hoop. So you can do a little bit more of an area than the 4x4, and you can still do the 4x4 if you want. Now, my favorite embroidery machine that I have right now is my SE 1900, which is even more expensive than the 800, but it can also do sewing if I wanted it to, if I wanted to flip-flop. And it just runs smoother than the 800, but that makes sense. It's a newer model, it's a bigger machine, but it doesn't do a bigger hoop. It still only does 5x7 and 4x4. Yeah. I can't vouch for any other machines. I can only speak for Brother, but I do really like Brother machines. All right, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to run to the bathroom and grab some lemonade. I didn't realize I took my water with me, I guess. Oh well. Yes, I don't need it right now. Drinking some lemonade. Okay. Now, we got to cut out a glaceon. So I'm going to come over here. I'm still here and I can see chat. But I need to cut out these pieces for the glaceon hat real quick. We have these recliner couches and the remote sometimes falls down in the couch and it's a pain to get it out. Luckily, like, it's on a string or like a wire or whatever. But the dogs still somehow press the button. Like, sometimes it gets caught in the crack. And they put the whole recliner back. And I mean, luckily it hasn't damaged anything yet. I'm just worried it might damage the wall or, I don't know, override or overpower the electrical thing. I don't know. I just don't like it. Makes me nervous. I usually have another webcam set up over here, but I've moved them around so much. And it would take more time to try to set it up and everything than it would to just actually just cut this real quick and be done. Do you guys have a favorite evolution? My favorite is Vaporeon. And I don't even know what my second favorite would be, honestly. I have an Umbreon bag, like backpack with a matching wallet. But I also think I like Glaceon too, because I love ice types. I love water and ice types. And then Sylveon is just so cute. So, like, how do I not pick Sylveon? Let's see what other colors. I'm cutting in dark blue right now. But I think that is all for the dark blue. You guys see Daisy like stretched out? I can't move my chair because then I'll run Obi over. But at least you get some entertainment from her. Alright, now we're going to cut this teal color. This is for Glaceon's little, I guess icicles technically is what it is that hang down. I tried yesterday for the first time to do aqua bandanas on my embroidery machine, which basically means I cut out the triangle for the aqua bandana, and then I just put a piece of white fabric over the teal in like an embroidery hoop, and then I had the embroidery file ready, and it stitched out the little aqua symbol, and that was it. And I cut around the edges to make it smooth. But now it takes me even less time to make a Team Aqua bandana. Sounds like Amazon. Oh, actually it sounds like the school bus. I want to do some project that I can just go through my fabric closet and get rid of a lot of stuff. Also, this is the second time I've stepped on my pant cuffs and heard something rip. So I think I need to take them up again. Because I mean, I don't know if you guys can see. They're like, I could like put my whole foot. I can hide my whole foot in them. So that probably means they're still too long. Or I'd have to reach down here and grab this light. You know what? Actually, I changed my mind. I was gonna get that light color blue, but I have some already cut because I use this color for Vaporeon too. And I'm just gonna cut the ends off of it. And it'll be fine. So let me just make sure to cut off the right length. Yeah, I use this color for Vaporeon and Rainbow Dash, but I actually, on the Etsy listing, I don't use this color for Vaporeon. I use it for, or I don't use it for either of them. I use more of the teal color for Vaporeon. And then here's hoping I can get the ears out of this piece I just cut off. Yeah. Alright, we're almost done. I just need to cut, after this last ear, cut the eyes, but I can do that over there. And then I believe this should just be dark blue for the eyes. Okay, I think that'll fit. I wish I had a little bit different color dark blue. There's just so many shades of blue. Let me see what color I use in this. I think that'll be okay. Alright, here we are, we're back with the Glaceon. Oh, I forgot my phone. Okay, now we're back. Gonna cut out these eyes. And I measured, and this should be enough for her 2 eyes. I'm trying not to waste fabric. It's so hard though trying to, especially with the embroidery machine, because I get a lot more scrap fabric because of what I have to cut off and like what's not in the embroidery hoop. And then I just have more scraps than I know what to do with. I use it to stuff some of my smaller plushies, but it just accumulates. It accumulates more than I can actually make. Oh, and then I guess while I have white thread in, I should go ahead and cut white eyeballs, but I'm out of white felt over here, so I'm gonna grab some of these. I always eyeball these circles, but sometimes I might make them a little bit too small. Sounds like someone hit the Christmas tree. I heard a bell. We've only had the Christmas tree up for one night, but I didn't leave the dogs out today because I don't trust them. So they'll probably just stay in their crates until the Christmas tree and the Christmas presents go away. They got Joey's Apple Watch the other day and would have never known until someone brought a piece of it and like one of the dogs dropped it in the hallway, and it was like just the bottom of the strap. So then we went and looked in the backyard and walked around trying to find the rest of the watch, and we did, and luckily it works. It just needs like a new band, but still, we don't wear like our Apple Watches enough to notice it gone after like one day, if that makes sense. Like I haven't worn mine for probably 2 weeks, but then I'll get it and I'll wear it. I'll wear it for 2 weeks. I'm just not in the habit of it. So yeah, if we didn't find it, we probably would have thought that he just like misplaced it. We would have never known. Okay, I think I'm going to switch to dark blue thread, and we're going to we're going to attach with dark blue. So this is for the ears. We'll do this first. And I just center it. And then we'll also put the blue on this part. Glaceon's the only one that has this like point for the pocket part. The other ones just has like rounded. And then some of them don't have it all. Like Eevee, Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon don't have like special paws. They didn't start getting fancy until the other generations. So the ear parts on first. Really snoring. I hear him. All right, and I also forgot about these little pieces. This is like the icicle things I was talking about that hang down on Glaceon's head. So I can attach these as well. Does anybody have any holiday markets this weekend? Or just markets, I guess, in general. It doesn't have to be a holiday market, but I know we're getting down to the end of the year. So I'm officially done with all of my events. was very tempted to book more, but I'm glad that I didn't. I knew that I was gonna need some time after GalaxyCon to get orders out. So I'm very glad I didn't try to overbook myself. And then I'll wait. I can sew that one all the way up. I'll do this one next though. After I get these Christmas orders out, I will be restocking Pikmin bucket hats and Korok bucket hats. I have the like bucket hat base. I just haven't had time to add the extra stuff, and I don't want to do it right now because of Christmas, but for like New Year's and stuff, they should be ready. I'll probably set all that up with dark blue, so we'll just move on to this. I feel like I say this every time, but it just goes so much faster when I'm not making 3 of the same thing, in my opinion. So maybe I should start doing just 1 of each thing and then do the same thing like a different day? I don't know. But sometimes it's nice to have like 3 done of the same thing when you finally get it all done. I think it's just because it's not as much repetition, where if I was doing 3 glaceons, I have to do this 3 times, but if I'm doing 3 hats, then I have to do like 6 times. So I think just like when I can switch it up, it's nice on my brain. I've had several people that like know I sew and then know that I'm having a baby, so they ask me if I've made any baby clothes yet. I'm like, no, I mean, technically I made like a baby onesie for the like baby announcement to Joey. But that was more of like a costume, a little mouse costume. It was for Mousehold. Let me go over this one more time. But I don't know, I'm like, if I'm going to make baby clothes, because I'm not a clothes person. Like costumes, yeah. I'll make plenty of baby costumes and cosplays. But I don't know, clothing just isn't as fun to me. To me, at least, it's not as fun. There's one. And here's two for the icicles. And then I do the same thing with this as I did for the Leafeon thing, where I cut a hole in the back so that I can turn it inside out. But what I also do, which I almost forgot, is I put these in here. So that I don't have to attach them. And I think I do try to usually make a bigger hole. Let's see if that will work. We'll just sew these on first. Oops. Doing some crazy stuff. So I put the little icicles like in here, and I'm gonna sew them down first, and then I'm gonna like feed them through the hole and sew the rest of it up, and then that will make it all one part. And then what I do is I put a little bit of stuffing in it to give it some depth, and I stitch over it on the machine. I do like a freehand on the sewing machine though. And to give it that ice crown that Glaceon has. All right, let's see what this is looking like. I'm gonna clip my corners. And then I can turn this inside out. And then it looks like this. And then I'll stuff this a little bit. Not too much though, because my machine won't go through it if I stuff it too much. Okay, so I have some stuff in there. And then I just do like a stitch that goes like here, and then here, and then it's the same thing like here and here. And it looks like this, and it gives it some definition. So then when I go to sew it on, I can make this come to like a little bit more of a point if it needs to. But yeah, that's the headpiece for Glacian. I don't know what was going on. Maybe, I think it's like just it's a puppy, but our neighbor's dog like was screaming last night, like outside. I think it was wanting to come in. And it's not like it was super cold outside. Otherwise, I'd be a little more concerned. But yeah, it was just like screaming. I felt so bad. But I never went to look to see which neighbor it was. But we had our windows open, that's why we could hear it so loudly. We will probably have time to finish Glacian. I don't know if we'll have time to put all the eyes on all the hats, but we'll definitely start. Because I will be ending the stream in, let's see, about 30 minutes. I always have to think in my head, like, left pocket, right pocket, so that I don't actually accidentally make two, like, right sides of a hat. But even though I tried to do that, I have still done it before. The good thing with some of them is you can kind of just flip them around and it's fine, but sometimes it doesn't work that way. I was debating if I wanted to use this dark blue thread on this light blue, but I think that I want to because it'll look a little better than if I had white on the dark blue, I think. And sometimes I do half and half, like I would sew this in white and then the rest in blue, in the dark blue. But that doesn't usually come out as like a smooth transition to the thread, so we'll just do all of it in dark blue, and then when I go to do the top of the seam, that's when I'll probably use the white thread. So I'm going to use the white thread for these ears too. Because this is going to be the thickest part, which is the part that the thread will show the most if it bunches up. Alright, let's check our seams. Looks pretty good. And that will do the other one. Trying not to hit the microphone with the fabric, but I know that that's kind of impossible. thought that clock said 4:13 for a minute. I was like, what? But it says 4:33. Seems looking good on that one too. So I'm gonna go ahead and change to a white thread. Thinking about meatball subs for dinner. Not sure if that's what Joey wants to do, but that sounds good to me. We usually eat out, or like I have him pick something up for stream days. But after I went to the dentist, I met him for lunch. And we had Popeyes, so technically we already ate out once today. Alright, now we can turn these ears inside out and stuff them. I just love the color blue so much. Just like all shades of blue, honestly. They're all my favorite. I'm here. I gotta get gas and dinner. And she's still working. Slay. I am. I only have like 20 more minutes. But I'm still here. All day. Tis the season. How was the con? It was good. I met my goal. And Bethany and I both rebooked for next year, so that's good. It went better than I was expecting, but I think it was Bethany made less than she made last year. But that's kind of been the overall consensus for every con. Like even MegaCon, KatsuCon, like at the beginning of this year, was lower compared to the year before. So I do feel like if I did it last year, I probably wouldn't have made as much as I did this year. I think my boss finally approved time off in February. Nice! Yay, MegaCon. Will you know for sure, or will it kind of be up in the air until, like, you get your schedule? Or will they let you know, like, yeah. Are we doing Coffee Monday? Also, I think Kathleen and Emma and I are seeing Wicked Saturday. Okay. I'm still down for coffee on Monday. And I'll probably still pass on Wicked. Thanks, Doe. Bethany and I talked about seeing it while we were in GalaxyCon, but we would have had to have seen it Friday morning, I think. And I think we were like, we'll just sleep in. We didn't even check to see if there was any showings or anything, but I think I'm good, especially since I was gone last weekend. And I'm gonna have to do a lot of, like, probably Christmas order catch up this weekend. To make sure I stay on track. Because all Christmas orders have to go out by Wednesday. Of next week, not today. Of course, not today. I did have someone ask me if I was going to do my Patreon of the month, like ever bring it back. And I would like to, but not anytime soon, of course, with the baby, I think. And if I do, it's something that I would do ahead of time. Like, oh, I have made 10 of these specific Kirby's. If you want one. Christmas is stressful. I tried to order a board game, but I'm not sure if it will get here in time. Time before you leave, I guess, to go. Alright, 15 minutes. Yeah, the 20th. Hopefully it will. I think if you already ordered it, I mean, I don't know what it's coming through, but me at work. Clock strikes 4. I got to go. Yeah, usually I'm not good about being like, I'm done at this time. Got to be done no matter where I am. But because Joey calls me at 5 when he gets off work, so I make sure I'm off stream by then. I will still be working probably. And I thought about cranking out my embroidery machine to see, but I think I'll just do it tomorrow. Just gonna try to test it before Thursday. Because if it works, I'm gonna take it into the shop with me and just leave it there and do some embroidery stuff if I ever like don't have anything else to work on. But my mom wanted me to embroider these work shirts for the shop. So that's one of the things that I can work on there. Alright, now we put the two halves of our glacians together. Big brain thinking, bring it to coffee on Monday. I don't think so. That would be a lot to have to pack. pack up and like I don't even like taking it to the shop until I know I'm gonna be there either all day or for the whole week is the best part. But I probably will bring my computer and do editing. Violet told me she misses Camp Megan. Well, she can come back soon. You guys can come hang out. Charles just doesn't do it for her. Yeah, you just have to make the trek, but you guys can come. I would like to do a photo shoot for some hats. But it'll probably be closer to MegaCon time because I have to have the hats done. And I was also thinking sometime before MegaCon, you guys could come and I can show you, as in you guys, I mean you and Violet, I could show you the setup and then we could kind of troubleshoot some things if you had any ideas on different setup. Because I want to maximize my space. But I also want to make sure like my hats are seen. And I know behind the table they kind of get hidden, but I'm like, well, maybe we have the little flip book. The flip book of hats or something. I finished my finals, so I don't know what I'll work on. Oh, at the coffee shop? I mean, we don't have to meet up at the coffee shop. Or an iPad. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. Like to have an iPad that just kind of flips through. I did that once when I first started conventions. That's not a bad idea. And then maybe it catches people's attention, and if you see them, you can be like, here's the catalog of all the hats we have in stock. Yeah, put the hats on the iPad, like in a slideshow type thing, right? What? Who are you hiring to be the model? I was just talking about you coming to take pictures. Like, you be the model. Because, I mean, I have several of me being the model, but it'd be nice to have other people. Whoops, sorry. I was wondering what I was hung on. Alright, let's see. Time is 4:54. I'll probably go ahead and close out because right now what I'm going to do is just wait for my hot glue gun to warm up and glue the eyes on all the evolutions So we have Glaceon. And then we have Leafeon. And we have Umbreon. And if you guys are interested in any of these, they're on my website, lionaroundsewing.com. And I should have probably the GalaxyCon video will go up on Friday if you want to see how GalaxyCon went. And that's all I have. Christmas orders are pretty much done. Like if you want like a Link Cat or a Lethal Company guy or something small, you can probably get that in time for Christmas still, but as of right now, I have a backlog of orders, so. Of all the hats? No, probably just the newer ones. Like, I think all of my pictures of the evolutions are good, but like, any of the new hats that I have, I need modeled. Like the pony, My Little Pony hats. And I want to do like a Mothman and some other hats. So I'll need you to model for that if you want to. I can get Joey to model some too, and then of course I can model some. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and make sure to like the video if you don't mind down below. Go ahead and give that a little thumbs up. But other than that, I will see you guys next Tuesday. Bye bye.